Michael, let's bring you in on this. We've listened to the jurors, what they've had to say, some of them. What's your take?
Whenever you look at it, whenever people ask me what I think a jury is going to do, right? I always say being a juror on a case is like standing on a swaying ship. It sways left and it sways right. And if you ask a juror their opinion at any given point in the journey, they'll tell you this is where the ship is swaying because that's where it's swaying at that time. But you have to wait till the end of the jury, right? So this juror that we looked at is one example of that theory because she said that at some point she thought that she was guilty. What troubles me, and you know, you're never in these jury deliberation rooms, and I'm really interested in seeing what all of them say. What really troubles me is when she intimated that at some point I thought that she was guilty, and at another point I thought he went in the house. Those are two completely different things. They're not even polar opposites. They're like different universes, right? So I'm curious to see what all the other jurors say. I know that this juror that we looked at is actually an attorney in another country, so she clearly knows what she's talking about. She's clearly somebody who knows how to look at facts. It just troubles me when I hear, now that I'm hearing some jurors say that they thought he went in the house. I'm with them on reasonable doubt. First of all, since the beginning, before the first trial and after the first trial, I never thought that the case on murder 2 was proven beyond a reasonable doubt. I've always believed that the case on the second charge was proven. So I could buy that, but it troubles me when I hear anybody who's looked at this case who says they think John O'Keefe went in the house, because in the second trial, I thought that that was put to bed by Hank Brennan. I thought it was put to bed conclusively with data. But I could go with a jury pool, 12 people saying the case was not proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Maybe, you know, there's no impact of evidence of a collision. I like that she said that because, again, there's some rational theories that I can buy. There's some irrational. The one irrational theory that I can never buy and don't know how anybody can believe is that John O'Keefe went in that house. Not proven beyond a case, not proven beyond a reasonable doubt. I could buy that. I could sleep with that because I'm thinking about the O'Keefes. I'm not thinking about myself. I have no interaction with any of these litigants. I'll forget them tomorrow. But the O'Keefes leaving that courtroom, and now that they think that there were people who thought that their son went in the house, jurors who actually believe that John O'Keefe went in that house, I don't know if that's going to sit well with them as they go forward because they never got any justice. Look, somebody killed John O'Keefe, or John O'Keefe killed on his own. Something led to his death, something. It doesn't matter what it is, and they don't have answers. But when you hear jurors say something that kind of far off, it just bothers me a little bit for the O'Keefes.